Hey everyone, Vince here. We're diving into 3 new reward apps today. Hope you all enjoy. First up, we have an app called XCoin, and this is what it looks like when you first launch it up. It runs on a coin-based currency, and as you can see, I have a goal for a $1 PayPal withdrawal. Now, jumping straight into the withdrawal options, here in Australia, I have PayPal currency, and the minimum for that is $1 for 11,240 of the coins. I also have a $2 option and a $5 option. There's nothing listed under gift cards, but there is also PUBG and Free Fire options available if you guys play those type of games with a $1 minimum as well. Again, it's pretty interesting how some of these apps feature like PUBG and Free Fire, but not gift cards. Either way, in my country, I have Playtime Rewards, the Prime Offerwall provider, and My Chips. Now, at least at the time of this recording, there's a 2x promotion running for the Playtime Rewards on XCoin. Now, whether or not you think that's worth it, it's completely up to you. In my opinion, without the promotion, the prices are very average to even below average, okay? Like, for instance, Arrow Maze here would have only given us 20,000 of the coins instead of the 40,000 if we were to go through and complete it without that promotion. Which, if you don't remember, that's not even $2 worth of currency there. For today's video, I actually played through 3 different games in order to generate the coins, as well as completing a survey. Now, the games themselves are very casual, okay? So keep that in mind. At least my selection was here in Australia. Perhaps in your own country, it's going to be completely different. Per minute basis is actually still available though on some of the games, but you'll find they are very low rewarding, at least in my opinion. Now, with the Prime Offer Wall, there are offers willing to give you millions of the coins. Again, everyone, obviously this is going to look completely different in your country, but as you can see here in Australia, I have offers willing to give millions of the coins, which is of course hundreds of dollars. Now, as always though, remember these are very difficult, okay? And they're also tier based, which means you obviously have to make progress throughout them in order to get to those really chunky rewards at the end of the offer. An example being Fish of Fortune for 6.5 million coins. Taking a look at the actual requirements for it, even though it does give hundreds of thousands of the coins, look at the amount of time it will take to actually complete some of these tiers. At least Prime actually gives you some sort of hint of how long it's going to take. Now, with the My Chips offer wall, pretty much the same concept here, everyone. You have the coins in return for your time playing the games or, you know, using the application. So again, you guys are familiar with offer walls. I'm not going to waste your time going into it. The choice is yours which one you want to do. Just make sure you compare them. Now, with the Prime surveys, everyone, I can almost get $1 worth of currency if I complete the highest paying ones, but the only problem is they were running a promotion, but now they're not. And what you're seeing is the average prices here in Australia. And remember, 11,000 coins is $1, so pretty disappointing stuff all in all here. There is a minigame section, but I don't really pay it too much attention. What I do like is the challenge system, where they'll give you different challenges every day and you'll get coins in return. My first challenge is to download a new game and they'll give me 1,000 coins. There are many others available here, which is pretty cool, everyone. There's also a challenge area, which I have nothing in at the moment. So you're probably wondering, okay, how did it actually go? Well, everyone, I withdrew $1 worth of PayPal currency, and I am happy to say it arrived within 1 to 2 days, which was outstanding. Again, the prices are very average to below average here in Australia, so that's my review of XCoin. Let's move on to the next app. Just quickly, everyone, if you enjoy what I do here on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Without your support, I would not be here, so thank you all so much for watching. Next up, we have Classic Bubble Lucky Shooter. So a little pre-warning about this one, everyone. There's going to be advertisements every single 30 to 60 seconds while you're playing the game, no matter what menu or what you're actually doing at that time, okay? So please keep this in mind. It's very ad heavy and very frustrating. But that's why I do these reviews, so then I save you time and effort. At the top of the screen, you have your gem-based currency, as well as a 3-hour timer and your supposed PayPal currency. And just like that, everyone, we have an advertisement appear. So there is in-game currency as well of coins, and these will get you through the levels if you're stuck. And speaking of the levels, this is what the average level looks like. You have your little cannon at the bottom of the screen. You just simply have to aim your little ball towards the same colored balls, and that's it. There's the next advertisement, not even 30 seconds later. Very, very brutal. There are chests that are floating around. This is just going to get you to watch an ad, of course, to claim the in-game coins and the gems. Now, the game itself doesn't actually look bad. In fact, it looks quite nice, but the problem is, everyone, this is probably one of the most ad-heavy apps I've seen in a very long time. Like, it's pretty much unbearable in my opinion. Although at the bottom of the screen, you will see as well, you have various little like mini games and abilities that you can use. And there's the next ad, Unreal Man. Now, if I'm to use the bomb, thankfully I don't have to watch an ad this time. Let's just shoot it off there, done. And then you'll get prompted anyway every single minute or so to watch an ad for the piggy bank. Like here I can get 11,000 of the gems, which is obviously what you need for the supposed PayPal currency. So of course you're gonna watch the ad for 10 times the gems. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand why they play so many ads, because just like any of these little play-to-earn apps, they promise a little bit of the ad revenue in return, okay? But this is just too much, in my opinion. Now, once you finally complete a level, you of course get another prompt, 2 times the gems if you watch the rewarded ad. So since I don't want to sit through this anymore, and I doubt you do too, let me just break down how the test went. I started today's test off with 2 hours and 15 minutes on the timer. I played for an hour and a half, everyone, and generated 316,000 gems. And you're probably thinking, wow, that's a lot, right? At the end of the countdown, that only gave 3.7 cents worth of USD currency, not even 4 cents. Then I played for another hour and generated 100,000 of the gems. Then I finally got to 5 cents and a half almost. Again, brutal stuff. It is funny to me though, because I know I have some people in the States that drop a comment and say they do a little bit better than here in Australia. So it is interesting, everyone, how much it depends on the country. But here in Australia, that's just terrible. I am happy to say though, everyone, that yes, I did withdraw the 5 cents worth of USD, and it did arrive within about 3 days to my PayPal account. So there you have it. I mean, just because it does that make it good? No, not in my opinion. That's my review of Classic Bubble Lucky Shooter. Let's move on. Next up, we have Jackpot Merge. I think we can all hope that 2026 is going to bring in better applications, everyone, because so far, I have to say, what we've had in the last month or two is not really that good at all. But either way, this is Jackpot Merge. Top of the screen, you have your in-game currencies, as well as a 3-hour timer and a supposed PayPal currency. Now, the game itself looks like this. You simply have to drop the currencies from the top of the screen and merge them below, and they turn into bigger currencies. It's very straightforward. As you can see, we have a 5 on top of another 5. You drop it, and there we go. It turns into 10. Then you just keep on repeating the steps. Now, from what I've found, everyone, again, this is one of those little play-to-earn apps that spam the ads, but they're not as aggressive as the app I just showed you, okay? So that's a plus all in all. At the bottom of the screen, you do have abilities as well in case you get stuck, but they make it pretty easy, so I can't see anyone actually having too many difficulties. And there's a pop-up, by the way, and you can essentially expect that on repeat over and over again every single 60 seconds or so. You'll notice after that advertisement, my currencies did go up. Again, that's how all these apps work, okay? At least in my opinion. So that's really all there is to show. I'm not gonna waste your time here, all right? Let me just break down how the test went. I started off the test at 3 hours on the timer, everyone. I played for an hour straight and generated 16,000 of the in-game currency, and that converted into 4 cents. And that's a problem because the minimum is 5 cents here in Australia. I played again for an hour and 20 minutes, everyone, and generated 10,000 of the currency. And sadly, that only converted into 2 more cents, everyone. But that did put us over the minimum. I am happy to say though, everyone, yes, within about 10 minutes, I did receive that 6 cents worth of USD in my experience here in Australia when I did withdraw it. But again, you really have to consider if your time is worth that investment, everyone, all right? At least here in Australia, I just don't think it is. But as always, you can do whatever you want with the information you've seen today. That's my review on Jackpot Merge. Check out the channel for almost 1,000 reviews. See you all next time.